When it comes to transforming a balcony, flower pots are like the unsung heroes of urbanism and interior dizing. They're versatile little wonders, fitting snugly into any space, whether you're working with a sprawling terrace or just a tiny nook. You see, the beauty of using flower pots lies in their ability to adapt. Need to rearrange your setup for a party? No problem, just pick them up and move them around. It's almost as if they were made for those oops, I forgot I had friends coming over moments. But let's not forget the aesthetic punch they pack. A few well-placed plants for balconies can turn even the dullest concrete slab into a vibrant retreat. Imagine walking out to your balcony in the morning, coffee in hand, greeted by cascading greenery and pops of colour from blooming flowers. Who wouldn't want that kind of vibe? Plus, there's something oddly satisfying about watching a once boring corner come alive with life and texture. It's like giving your outdoor space a mini glow up. And hey, while we all love how pretty plants look, there's more to it than meets the eye. Studies show that being surrounded by greenery boosts mood and reduces stress. So, adding some gardening magic to your balcony isn't just about style. It's also about creating a personal sanctuary where you can unwind after a long day. But wait, how do you choose the right parts to make this dream a reality? Well, that's where things get even more interesting. Choosing the right parts might sound like a no-brainer, but trust us, it's where the magic begins. Whether you're going for a sleek modern look or something more rustic and cozy, materials matter. Ceramic parts are durable and give off that polished vibe, while plastic ones are lightweight and budget-friendly. If you're into sustainability, why not repurpose old cans or wooden crates? Not only does it add character, but it also gives your balcony a unique DIY touch that screams creativity. Size is another biggie when it comes to balcony decor. For small spaces, vertical solutions like stackable planters or hanging baskets can be absolute game changers. And if your balcony bakes under the sun all day, lighter coloured parts are your best bet. They help keep roots cool and prevent overheating. On the flip side, shaded spots can handle darker hues without a hitch. Oh, and don't forget about style. Matching your flower parts to your overall decor theme ties everything together beautifully, making your balcony feel intentional and well thought out. But here's the kicker, even the fanciest parts won't shine unless they house the right plants. After all, what good is a stunning ceramic pot if the plant inside keeps wilting? That's why understanding which green buddies thrive in your specific conditions is key. Speaking of plants, let's dive into some top picks that'll make your balcony the envy of the neighborhood, shall we? When it comes to picking the perfect plants for your balcony, it's all about knowing your space. If your balcony is a sun-soaked haven, plant small balconies like succulents, lavender, and rosemary are your go-to options. These tough cookies thrive in bright light and don't demand constant babysitting, perfect for those who might forget to water them now and then. Plus, their earthy scents can turn your balcony into a mini aromatherapy retreat. Who wouldn't want that kind of vibe while sipping their morning tea? On the other hand, if your balcony is more of a shaded escape, fear not, there are plenty of shade-loving beauties to choose from. Ferns, begonias, and ivy are fantastic choices that bring lush textures and vibrant greens to even the dimmest corners. Mixing these with trailing varieties like petunias or sweet potato vines in hanging flower pots adds depth and dimension, creating a cascading effect that feels straight out of a magazine. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good wow moment when friends come over? But wait, why stop at aesthetics? Adding aromatic herbs like mint, basil, or thyme not only elevates your decor, but also serves up fresh flavors for your cooking adventures. It's like having a tiny farmer's market right at your fingertips. However, as much as we'd all love a balcony bursting with greenery, keeping these plants happy and healthy requires some know-how. Curious about how to keep your leafy companions thriving? Stick around, because we're about to spill the secrets of plant maintenance. Working with a small balcony might seem tricky, but it's actually an opportunity to get super creative. Think vertical, because when floor space is limited, landscaping goes up. Wall-mounted planters, vertical gardens, or even repurposed pallets can transform your balcony into a lush green oasis without eating up precious room. And let's not forget shelves or racks. They're perfect for stacking flower pots at different heights, adding layers of visual interest while keeping things organized. It's like turning your tiny balcony into a mini jungle skyscraper. For those who love a bit of DIY magic, why not incorporate functional furniture that doubles as decor? A bench with built-in storage for parts or a foldable table with hanging planters underneath can save space while maximizing style. Add some trailing plants like ivy or pothos to drape over the edges, and voila, you've got yourself a cozy yet chic retreat. Plus, these clever solutions are a nod to sustainability, making the most of what you already have while reducing waste. Who knew eco-friendly could look so good? And here's a fun tip: don't shy away from mixing textures and colors to create a theme that speaks to you. Whether you're into tropical vibes, minimalist aesthetics, or boho charm, your balcony can reflect your personality with just a few thoughtful touches. But before you start styling, remember that even the most beautiful spaces need proper care. So, how do you keep your plants thriving in these creative setups? Well, that's where maintenance tips come into play. Keeping your balcony plants happy and healthy doesn't have to feel like a full-time job. It's all about consistency and a few clever tricks. First up, watering, arguably the trickiest part of gardening. Overwatering is a common culprit when it comes to plant woes, so always check the soil moisture before reaching for that watering can. If you're worried about forgetting, consider investing in an automatic irrigation system. It's like having a personal assistant for your plants' fall balconies, ensuring they get just the right amount of hydration even when life gets busy. Fertilizing is another key player in the plant care game. While it might sound intimidating, it's really not rocket science. A little balanced fertilizer every few weeks goes a long way in keeping your green buddies thriving. Just don't go overboard. Too much of a good thing can backfire, and nobody wants a fertilizer fiasco on their hands. And let's not forget about pests. Regularly inspecting your plants for signs of unwanted visitors can save you from bigger headaches down the line. A mix of neem oil or soap spray often does the trick without harsh chemicals, aligning perfectly with sustainability goals. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of rotation. Plants are kind of like sunbathers, they need equal exposure to thrive. Spinning your flower pots every few weeks ensures each side gets its fair share of sunlight, preventing lopsided growth. But here's the thing, even the healthiest plants need a stylish backdrop to truly shine. So, how do you take your well-maintained balcony garden to the next level with some serious styling? Let's dive into that next. Styling your balcony is where functionality meets personality, and trust us, it's easier than it sounds. Start by adding cozy elements like fairy lights or lanterns to create a warm, inviting atmosphere after sunset. These little twinkling gems are perfect for turning your balcony decor into an enchanting retreat that rivals any cafe patio. Pair them with soft cushions and a textured rug, and suddenly your small space feels like a luxurious hideaway. Who wouldn't want their own personal chill zone under the stars? Now, let's talk themes because they're a game changer for interior dizing enthusiasts. Whether you're leaning toward tropical vibes with bold prints and lush greenery or prefer a minimalist look with clean lines and neutral tones, sticking to a cohesive style ties everything together beautifully. Boho lovers might mix macrame hangings with colourful planters, while urban dwellers could opt for sleek metal parts and industrial accents. The key is to let your personality shine through while keeping things visually balanced. After all, your balcony should feel like an extension of your home and maybe even your happy place. But here's the secret sauce. Arranging your flower pots strategically can make a world of difference. Group them by height, colour, or texture to create focal points that draw the eye and add depth. And don't forget to incorporate functional pieces like a small bistro set or foldable chairs, because what's better than enjoying your morning coffee surrounded by your hand-picked garden imparts? Speaking of which, Now that we've covered styling, it's time to wrap things up with some final thoughts and inspiration to keep your creativity blooming. Picture this: you step out onto your balcony, greeted by the gentle rustle of leaves and a kaleidoscope of colors from blooming flowers. Sounds dreamy, right? Whether you're a seasoned plant parent or just dipping your toes into the world of gardening, transforming your balcony with flower pots is one of the most rewarding projects you can take on. It's not just about adding greenery, it's about creating a space that reflects your personality, boosts your mood, and even improves your well-being. And guess what? You don't need a massive outdoor area to make it happen. From clever decor ideas to tips for mastering small spaces, we've got all the inspiration you need to turn your balcony into a stunning oasis. Ready to roll up your sleeves and get started? Let's dive in. Transforming your balcony with flower pots is more than just a home improvement project. It's a journey into creativity, self-expression, and even sustainability. Whether you've embraced vertical gardens, experimented with bold plant combinations, or added cozy decor touches, the result is a space that feels uniquely yours. And let's not forget the joy of watching your efforts bloom literally and figuratively. With these tips on architecture, urbanism, and landscaping, you're well equipped to create a balcony that's as functional as it is beautiful. But here's the best part: this is just the beginning. There's always something new to learn, another clever trick to try, or a fresh idea to spark your imagination. So, if you enjoyed this video and want more inspiration on crafting spaces that inspire, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss out on our latest content about interior design, gardening, and all things creative living. Ready to keep growing your skills? We can't wait to have you join us on this journey.